What's up, Internet, and welcome to the YieldTomato Gaming channel. I have been busy with all kinds of other stuff, not to mention a full-time job, but this is going to be a video covering my first time as a vendor at an expo. My wife and I have a collection of various things that we've opted to downsize on, or we've gotten upgrades of and haven't offloaded in any other way yet. So this is going to be basically our means of getting rid of that, giving us more space for things that we'd rather collect, or allowing us to better expand, or if we've gotten a version of a game for a different machine or different console that we prefer, then that kind of deal. Makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to record a little bit of my time here while I'm doing some pricing. I would say one of the things you have to be most careful about when pricing things for an expo, just, you know, in my opinion, this having been my first expo that I'm vending at, is to make sure that you're looking at sold listings specifically. If you're going to use eBay as any kind of reference, what people are asking for is not always what they're actually going for. So that was something I was being very careful with as I was going through here, trying to find a good average for any item and then reducing the price on my listing that I'll be having if there's any condition discrepancies. So we actually live about 2.5 hours away from the venue for the event. Luckily, we have some friends that only live roughly 40 minutes away that allowed us to crash at their place for a couple nights. Okay, got everything unloaded inside, haven't set up yet. It is a bit after 7. I am going to now park the car and then do setup. This will be fun. All right, we got our setup finished. There's still a lot of vendors not here yet. I find that really kind of odd. There's a lot of vacant space. There's an hour until it opens. It's 8 o'clock now. I'm using this time at this point to just kind of peruse, see if there's anything that stands out to me that I'm on the hunt for, or that my wife might be intrigued by, or even my brother-in-law or any of my good friends. Also looking for stuff for a birthday present for one of those friends. So that's something I'm keeping an eye out for, is just any merch. I am currently getting over being sick at the time of this VO, so please bear with me as some of my recordings may seem a bit more nasally than usual. Okay, I don't remember if I mentioned it previously. I thought they were opening the show at 9. They're opening it at 10, so I'm spending more time looking around at all the glorious stuff that's out here. I'm going to spend money that I don't have. Watch me go. Okay, it is now 10 o'clock. The doors are open. Time to sell stuff. I think we're doing pretty good. Haven't sold a lot, but getting a lot of really fun interactions with people. Okay, so far we're doing really good. We moved a lot of stuff, we've got a lot of profit, and we've been having a lot of fun just talking to people. A lot more than I actually kind of expected. And there was a little kid here who bought a Sonic game from us. And as he left, he came up to me and says, "I really like your store." And then he left. And it's like he didn't want to leave. and that kind of makes me choke up a little bit because it was just so adorable. So I hope he comes back because he was cute. I was so tempted to get one of these mystery boxes. Okay, we're at day 2 of the expo, and we've had a lot of people come by that were very interested in what we've got still. I'm still waiting on a couple people to show back up that we talked to yesterday. I'm sure they'll be back. But yeah, it's more chill this year, or this day. I'm tired. And with 3 o'clock inching ever closer, many vendors began to pack up and get ready for their trek home. Alright, and as you guys could probably see, we bought a lot of pins. There was a vendor that was doing third-party enamel pins, and many of them were very good. So we really couldn't help ourselves. We snagged quite a few of them there. There's also a neat little Animal Crossing watch. A Sega Game Gear game that my wife didn't have complete for Sonic. And then also a Digipad game. You don't see those too often. Princess Maker 2 for the Saturn, not a common spot, but definitely something of interest to my wife. A cute Moogle headband. And as you can tell, I bought the 2B statue that you can see in some of the B-roll. Got a variant disc for Sonic. And then we picked up a number of strategy guides too. Some that I'm surprised we didn't have, particularly the Castlevania and Valkyria Chronicles I'm surprised we didn't have. But then we also snagged Blue Dragon Plus, as well as Full Metal Alchemist and the Broken Angel, as well as a guide for Cold Fear, a competent and overlooked Resident Evil 4 clone. And with that exciting experience over, what are my final thoughts on it? Regarding being a vendor, I would absolutely do it again. It was a lot of fun to just meet and talk with so many people and share in the genuine joy and love that we have for this amazing hobby that we all share. I mostly was just selling stuff that I got upgrades to, if you will. So things that like, oh, I have a better version of, or I have a preferred way of playing it kind of deal. So yeah, it really wasn't like I'm offloading a collection so much as I'm just sharing without going through fees on eBay. One thing I would recommend to people that want to be a vendor at an expo or show like this would be, don't be afraid to engage and strike up in conversation with those at your booth. That will absolutely help you in making a sale. A lot of people will just, look and pass by, but if you engage with them, if you, ask how they're doing or ask if there's anything special they're looking for, stuff like that, anything like that, just strike up a conversation, they are a lot more likely to actually buy something from you. And if you can, self-promote. I promoted in the Portland Retro Gamers group, I believe, and in the SideQuest, in the Expo's actual setup. And I had people actually come up and say, hey, you were the guy with the posters, right? And that was helpful. I mean, we sold, I think, all but 3 of the movie posters that we brought that were theatrical posters from actually being in a movie theater, which was really neat. So, yeah, just like promote yourself and or share that you're going to be at the event, and if you can, what booth you're going to be at so people can find you easily, and just talk with people. I mean, it's a great hobby we all share. Why not converse in it? I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll have suggestions for you. I mean, I ended up finding something for my wife that I honestly totally didn't think about, but I knew existed once upon a time, and it was an import of a Saturn game, so that was neat. Yeah, though, I think we'll probably end up doing it again. We'll see what next year brings us, I guess. So, yeah, if you guys get a chance, swing by Portland, Oregon for the SideQuest Games Expo, which is usually in towards the beginning of the year. And then the Portland Retro Video Game Expo is towards the end of the year. So you got 2 awesome expos happening in the Oregon area. So, anyway, if you guys liked seeing this little bit of an experience that I had, let me know. Mention it in the comments. Take a opportunity to hit the like button. Do whatever you want to do with that. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in any of my weird shenanigans that I will be partaking in throughout the years. See you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.